Men have stopped wanting to date women. Yes, folks, it's true and happening right now, but why we hear you cry? Why? What could be driving this new happy single men phenomenon? Surely all these self-proclaimed boss lady tens are in need of a man to leave on read and ghost whenever they feel like it, or could it be something deeper? Today we take a deep dive into this current hot topic. Let's get into it. 1. Cultural and social changes have redefined romance. The decline of structured gender roles. In the mid-20th century and earlier, gender roles in dating were clear. Men were expected to pursue, women to respond. While this model had obvious inequities, it also gave men a sense of direction. As women's roles expanded, with greater participation in education, work, and leadership, dating became less scripted. Many women now initiate relationships themselves, which is healthy in one way, but has also blurred expectations. Men who still feel pressure to be the initiator often report anxiety over how to act in a way that feels both confident and respectful. The fear of being misunderstood or condemned. Public awareness of harassment and coercion is crucial, but it has also created uncertainty. What counts as flattering versus creepy? Some men hesitate to plan grand gestures, flowers at work, surprise visits, even just asking someone out in person, because what was once romantic can now feel presumptuous if not explicitly welcome. This fear leads to withdrawal. If I don't try at all, I can't offend anyone. 2. Technology has reshaped dating from the ground up. Dating apps encourage speed, not patience. Apps like Tinder and Bumble prioritize efficiency, quick bios, rapid swiping, instant matches. Courtship, however, thrives on time, effort, and anticipation, all of which are minimized in app culture. Men often feel that because matches come and go so quickly, there's no incentive to invest deeply in any single person. Messaging replaces gestures. Where men might once have written letters or called on the phone, now most romantic interactions happen through text. Digital messages, while convenient, are low effort by nature, and therefore often feel less meaningful to both parties. Paradox of choice and fear of rejection. Having hundreds of options on a screen sounds empowering, but it can also lead to decision fatigue and lower commitment. When men feel disposable in this marketplace, one bad impression, and you're unmatched, they may avoid showing effort for fear of wasting it. 3. Economic and lifestyle pressures reduce confidence. Financial strain and courtship costs. In many places, men still feel pressure to pay for first dates or plan impressive outings, but stagnant wages, student debt, and high cost of living make this stressful. Some men internalize financial insecurity as a personal inadequacy, leading them to believe they shouldn't date until they're more established. Delayed milestones and uncertainty. Traditional courtship was linked to early marriage and family formation. Now, people marry later, or not at all, which deprioritizes structured romance. Young men may focus on personal survival and career building rather than learning relationship skills, pushing romance into an indefinite later phase. 4. How this affects men's mental health. Loss of clear romantic identity. Courtship once gave men a socially sanctioned way to express affection, initiative, and even creativity. Without that script, some men feel they have no role in dating at all. The erosion of this identity can feel like a loss of purpose, particularly to those who take pride in showing devotion through action. Increased loneliness and social withdrawal. Studies show that men today have fewer close friendships than in previous generations. With fewer support networks, romantic rejection can hit harder. If men feel unvalued or uncertain about how to express interest, they may withdraw not just from romance, but from social life in general. Anxiety, depression, and the fear of failure. When every approach feels risky, either financially, socially, or reputationally, many men decide it's safer not to try. This lack of romantic pursuit doesn't make the desire for love go away. Instead, it festers, creating feelings of inadequacy, loneliness, or resentment. 5. The broader consequences for society. Erosion of relationship building skills. Courtship, even if imperfect, required patience, planning, communication, and resilience. Without practice, these skills decline. Men who don't learn to handle romantic rejection constructively may later struggle with emotional regulation in relationships. Rise of transactional dating and cynicism. Without courtship, dating often feels like a series of short-term transactions, a quick test for compatibility rather than a slow build of affection. This mindset can lead both men and women to see relationships as disposable rather than worth sustained effort. Feedback loops of isolation. When men court less, women may feel less appreciated. When women respond coolly, men may retreat further. Over time, this mutual disengagement reinforces loneliness and worsens the very mental health issues that caused it. Conclusion. The decline of traditional courtship is not caused by any single factor, but by a combination of social change, technological disruption, economic stress, and shifting gender dynamics. While some of these shifts represent positive progress, greater equality, more agency for women, they've also removed the clear framework men once had for expressing romantic interest. The resulting uncertainty contributes to loneliness, anxiety, and loss of confidence for many men. Courtship was never perfect, but its disappearance leaves a gap, not just in how people form relationships, but in how men develop purpose, resilience, and emotional connection. Reimagining romance, with mutual effort, respect, and intentionality, may be key to addressing both relational dissatisfaction and men's mental health struggles. Traditional courtship may have faded, but at its heart, it was about intention, expression, and emotional reach. Its disappearance hasn't freed men, it has often left them untethered, uncertain, and alone. To heal, men don't need to replicate old rituals, they need new ones. Lessons on emotional literacy, starting in youth, to build confidence and communication. Spaces for male friendship that blend action with vulnerability. Therapy and support that respect masculine identities while fostering introspection. Courage to pursue connection on modern terms, slow, honest, and mutual. This isn't a call to return to outdated gender scripts, but to reclaim romantic and social life with intention, emotional honesty, and mutual respect. By doing so, men may rediscover purpose, connection, and mental wellness, not just for dating, but for deeper fulfillment in all relationships. See you all next time.